Greetings, brothers and sisters. I'm Reverend Orlando Evans, and it's an honor to set sail with you from the harbor. Today, let's draw inspiration from John chapter 11, verses 38 through 44. In verse 39, Jesus said, "Take away the stone." And in verse 44, Jesus said to them, "Unbind him and let him go." For the remainder of our time together, let's explore Unbound. It's a wonderful thing when friends become family, when you develop a bond as a brother from another mother or a sister from another mister. And in today's text, Mary, Martha, and Lazarus knew this feeling well. You see, they were followers of Jesus who had become friends. Martha had the gift of hospitality. She offered Jesus and his disciples a place to rest and be refreshed. Mary often sat at the feet of Jesus, absorbing the wisdom that he shared. And Lazarus also enjoyed having a special connection with Jesus. So when the sisters sent word that Lazarus was sick, they expected the miracle-working man from Galilee to quickly respond. Have you ever cried out to Jesus but felt like your prayers had fallen short? Have you ever questioned why God didn't respond when you wanted, where you wanted, or how? Have you ever felt like your relationship with Jesus would include the benefit of him being responsive when you called? Perhaps Mary and Martha felt that way. They knew that Jesus could heal the sick and restore the impaired. And if Jesus did this for strangers, then how much more would he do for a friend? Or so they thought, until Lazarus died. I wonder what Lazarus has died in your life. Was it a vision that God gave to you, a business that the Holy Spirit told you to start, or a relationship that you prayed for? Even though you walked in faith, you fasted and prayed, and you trusted God to respond, instead of receiving your miracle, Lazarus died. In verse 21, Mary and Martha said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." But what Mary and Martha didn't know was that the loss of their brother was not the end of the story. Jesus is the resurrection and the life, and those who believe in him will never die. As Jesus arrived at the tomb, he commanded the people to take away the stone, to roll away the barrier that separates the living from the dead and make room for new life. Jesus commanded Lazarus to come out from your deathbed to a new destiny. Come out from your tomb to your triumph, and come out from your burial place to experience a new birth. And when Lazarus came out, the next thing he had to do was to be unbound, to take off the garments that signified death and put on the clothing that signified new life. And as we receive our restoration, we have the opportunity to do the same. With unbound hands, we could paint a new picture. With unbound feet, we could walk a new path. And with an unbound face, we could freely share our testimony about Jesus with the whole wide world. And we'll begin to see that Jesus is much more than a miracle-working friend, but he's also a fountain of new life. May God bless you and keep you is my prayer.